play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
Hey there, Wargamers, and welcome to another Warhammer 40k 9th Edition Battle Report. Today we have something kind of special because Dave is overcoming his fear of Necrons. We're going to be doing a 1,750 point game of out-of-the-box, pretty much newish Necrons versus Blood Angels. We are going to be doing a vital intelligence mission, and we're going to be trying the one out of the chapter-approved Mission Tournament Pack 2020. Let's go take a look at the armies and the scenario. Here we have the Necrons for today's game. Now I am technically running two different detachments because I'm kind of tired of running only 3 HQs. Necrons typically want to run a little bit more. At least in my experience, I feel a little more comfortable with more HQs, and I'm greedy and I want a certain amount of them too. So we are going to be using the new Illuminor Szeras. He's actually going to be the Warlord because he already comes stock with the Warlord trait I wanted to bring, which is Immortal Pride. That is going to give Necrons of the Mefrit dynasty nearby immune to morale, and he himself will be able to deny psychic powers. And he's got a bunch of new rules. I'll explain them as they come up in the game. And he is a Cryptek, so I'm allowed to take Crypto Thralls with him, which are those two little protective duders beside him, and they don't take up a Force Org slot, but they are, 20 points a model, so they're a little steep. Beside him, we have a second in command in a way, Cryptek. This is going to be a Cryptek of the Cult of Destruction. It's a Plasmancer. Doesn't actually have the Cryptek in his name, he's just a Plasmancer. But we are going to give him a set of Crypto Thralls as well. I can bring a unit of them per Cryptek I have in my army. And he's going to have the relic for today. He's going to have the lightning field just because he doesn't have an invulnerable save, so I figured why not give him an invulnerable save. Beside him, we have a Destroyer Lord, or a Skorpek Lord. I don't need him in my list, but he's so freaking cool looking, and he's new. So I imagine you don't blame me for bringing him. He's pretty good too. I like him in a lot of cases. He's got nothing other, he's got no upgrades or anything on him. He's just a Skorpek Lord. And then my second detachment will involve the Royal Warden. That is an auxiliary detachment. It costs me 2 command points to bring 1 unit of any Force Lord and add it to my army. So I'm losing 2 command points. I'm going to go down to 10. And I'm going to be using 1 for strategic reserves as well. Onto the troops, we have 20 Necron Warriors with Ghost Flayers on the left, 10 Necron Immortals to the right in front, and they have their Tesla Carbines, and then we have another squad of 10 Necron Warriors, but they have the Gauss Reapers. They are the ones I'm going to be putting into strategic reserves most likely. And then the rest of my list is pretty much all close combat. Doesn't really fit into the Mefrit dynasty style, but I wanted to bring the new stuff anyways, and we have Skorpek Destroyers. I didn't think I would care too much for these guys. I figured I'd stick with the old school destroyers, but these guys look freaking sick. And there is a little bit of a teaser in images of new destroyer models coming out, so hopefully, the old school destroyers, so hopefully that's true. Now the problem with these guys is you can only bring them in units of 3 as of right now. Unless something changes before this video comes out, they're only allowed to be units of 3, which is not very conducive for what Necrons want to do. They want to be units of, or max units. Technically that is their maximum unit, but I'd like to bring them in a squad of 6, assuming they can go up to 6. That's me just making assumptions. We have 5 Scarabs because I had 75 points left, so I figured why not include them in my list. 6 Canoptic Wraiths in the back. These are a pretty hard-hitting unit. Though 45 points per model, they don't actually have the whip coils, those are just modeled on them. I felt like I did not need to pay for those. And lastly, 1 Canoptic Reanimator, also known as the Dave Tarnish, apparently. Yeah.
I love it!
So I've been told. I added him in the list because there can be some potential synergy there, though I expect him to be shot right away, so don't expect too much out of the Canoptic Reanimator. He's there to help reanimation protocols out as long as he can, which again I predict won't be long whatsoever. And that is my 1750 of Necrons with the Mefrit Dynasty trait.
And here's my 1750 point list of Blood Angels, which I'm super excited for because I haven't really fielded these guys too much in 9th edition. One time ever before, but it wasn't this list. It was a very, very different list with a bunch of drop pods and not very much Primaris. This one is completely focused on Primaris, plus a lot of the new models that you get from Indomitus, which is super exciting because there's a lot of stuff I haven't fielded yet, such as my Warlord here. He has, his Warlord trait is going to be the Artisan of War, so that adds 1 to his damage characteristic, which is awesome because his Mastercrafted Power Sword is already damage 2, so that'll be damage 3. And his relic will be the Veritas Vitae, so on a 5-up I will get command points back. That's an easy one to remember in amongst all the other new stuff that I'll need to remember. So I'm choosing to go that route. My second HQ choice in my battalion here is my lieutenant with his Neo-Volkite pistol, which is sweet. It's kind of like a new old weapon. Therefore, it is a weapon. Does it cancel each other out? So he'll be fun. I got some Eradicators behind there. They got their Melta rifles, which super stoked for. Super stoked for shooting twice at stuff. That's their new rule. Their rule in general. I got some aggressors, one unit of aggressors behind, which probably combat squad. Yeah, I'm thinking for versatility's sake. Outriders in the back. Never fielded these guys before, so they're going to be grabbing some objectives and moving around the battlefield and just generally attacking things with their Astartes chainswords, which is super sweet. I guess they're essentially assault intercessors on bikes. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. They got their pistols as well that they can unleash damage, and then they're just Primaris on bikes, as we all know. Now for the assault intercessors right here with their Astartes chainswords and their pistols. Got 10 of them. They're going to be riding in a repulsor. WYSIWYG on the weapons here, just so it's easier for me to remember the weapons that they have, because there is a crap ton of weapons on these guys. And I got 2 of them in the list, just for redundancy and for helping me to just kind of remember what the weapons that I'm using. And then I have 2 squads of intercessors. What you see is what you get on those guys as well. I'll probably be, I'm thinking I'll be combat squatting my assault intercessors, just because of versatility, and I want to split up the intercessors and the assault intercessors kind of equally amongst the repulsors. That kind of makes sense to me. I will definitely be putting some guys into strategic reserves, namely my aggressors, because I don't want them to be shot off at the beginning of the game. That doesn't make much sense. So I'm saying that now, telling Luka, which he probably was going to guess that anyway. It's the best thing to do, I think. And that's my 1,750 point list.
Today, Dave and I are going to be playing Vital Intelligence out of the Grand Tournament pack, though it is identical to the core rulebook. In this mission, we have 6 objectives. There are going to be 4 down the center line in no man's land, and each player deployment zone will have 1 inside of it. Now, the primary objective for Vital Intelligence is actually domination, which is different from the take and hold. This one, you gain 5 victory points at the end of in your second command phase if you hold at least 2 objectives instead of the normal 1, and then another 5 if you hold 3, and then another 5 on top of that if you hold more than your opponent. So you still get the 15 a turn, you just need to hold more objectives typically. But there's more to play with in this mission. And the secondary to go along with it is Data Intercept. This is an action you can start after or at the end of a movement phase. You still can't advance or fall back to start it, but it is completed at the end of your turn, and you score 1 victory point per objective you control. And anyone can do it minus aircrafts, and you can start it on any objective. You get points equal to the amount of objectives the rest of your army holds, up to a total of 15 as per standard secondary.
And once you're done this battle report, make sure you go check out the battle report in the MiniWarGaming Vault. It will be Tau versus Imperial Knights. Matthew versus Josh. Matthew's trying out Tau again for the first time in 9th edition, and the first time in quite a few months. So we're going to see how they play against the Mighty Knights. Check it out at the link below. Get your free 7-day trial.
Now, speaking of secondaries, I went with Grind Them Down, which is the rewrite of Attrition. It essentially just nerfed it. Attrition, it's instead of Attrition, it's Grind Them Down, which works mechanically the same. You check at the end of a battle round, as if I killed more units than Dave killed of mine, I'll gain 3 victory points instead of the 4 it used to be. Maybe it was a little too easy to accomplish before. That's fine, doesn't really matter. I'm still gonna pick it. It just means to get maximum points, I have to accomplish it every battle round, which obviously makes it much harder, as opposed to just 4. I also have Engage on all fronts, which means I have to get a unit in every table quarter, or at least 3 of the table quarters for 2 points a turn, or every table quarter for 3 points a turn. And then lastly, I went with the mission secondary. Dave also took it. It is Vital Intelligence. That's one that you just heard, where you can start an action on an objective, and you're going to gain a point at the end of your turn once you start that action for every objective you already control.
And you're right, I did choose that. And the other 2 I chose were Assassinate, because you have a good amount of characters
4
in your army, and you get 3 victory points
I believe it's 3 per, yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 per. And then I also chose Line Breaker, which affords me 4 victory points should I have at least 2 units wholly within your deployment zone at the end of my turn. And that's what I chose.
And this will be the battlefield that Dave and I will be playing on some terrain. Shoutouts, thank you Table War for the mat. It is a lava mat. Every now and then, like to bust it out. Actually, I'm a big fan of the table we have set up here. And we have the lava spilling out of the rocks. That is Adam from Greenleaf Terrain. He made this for us a very long time ago. We've had this one for a while. And they've held up ever since. You know, we're actually pretty rough with it too. And then we have Citadel kits for the rest. We have the pipes, and then the towers, and then the weird, they're like bioplasma reactors. Weird, it's like blood-powered plasma reactors. And then, of course, we have TNT Laserworks for the objectives we're going to be using now. They're dial counters, but they are the proper size for objectives, at least recommended objective size, so we figured, why not? And they stand out, they're black and white, and they're easy for you guys to see at home.
Rolling to see who's going to be attacker or defender.
Okay, so I get to be attacker or defender. I will be, I still, like, I'm maybe just not good at the game. I haven't really figured out a reason to be the attacker yet. You get to see what they deploy first. Maybe if the opponent's playing knights or something, or they have an insanely elite army. But even then, I'll be defender. I'm gonna pick this side because my army is right behind me. Now is when you technically declare your reinforcements and reserves, so I'm going to go ahead and put that one squad of Gauss Reapers for 1 command point in strategic reserves.
On my side, I'm spending 3 command points to put the following units in strategic reserves. My Eradicators, my Aggressors, and my Outriders. Yes, because they're just going to get shot off. I want to bring them on and actually use them at a time that's important. I've never done this before. I've never actually used strategic reserves yet in my games of 9th edition, so we'll see how it goes. I will also note that my aggressor squad will be combat squatting, as well as my assault intercessors will also be combat squatting, and I'll be putting them in each of the repulsors. Briefly looking at the deployment here, we can see Luka's Necrons on this side nicely clumped together. Not that it benefits me any,
right?
But here's my side over here, and it looks quite barren. Now we do have intercessors and assault intercessors in both of the repulsors, and a third of my army is coming on later. So this is against the grain for me, Luka.
Yeah, you don't have a whole lot going on right now.
I feel naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little scared. Like you said, overcome my fear of the Necron. I don't know if this is helping.
Well, my list here is just a motley crew. It's just like kind of new stuff. I wanted to try out at least 1 horde of Necron warriors with potentially enhanced reanimation protocols with Cryptech, like a Cryptech like who has he's got Master Technomancer, so he's got the Technomancer ability, stacking with this guy. For all intents and purposes, they have a 3-up reanimation pro. They come back on a 3-up. And I can reroll, and they are Necron warriors, so they reroll 1s as well. So they stand back up on a 3-up rerolling 1s. They're very durable.
Yeah.
Or sorry, they are very good at reanimating, but the second this guy dies, it's a 4-up rerolling 1s. And then if he dies, which he probably won't die anytime soon, it's a 5-up rerolling 1s. But if you just kill, the problem is they're so easy themselves to kill. So we'll see.
Rolling to see who goes first.
Yes.
Not gonna lie, Luka, I actually want to get this roll.
Of course. I don't want you. I got 2 though. 4. You get to pick.
I'll go first.
You're sure?
Yeah.
Like without a doubt?
Without a doubt.
All right. So it's gonna be Blood Angels turn 1. That's fair.
Beginning of my turn, command phase, gain a command point, which is good. I go back to 10. Now I'm just going to proceed with movement because there's nothing else I can do there. My goal is to position myself on as many objectives as I can and to be as durable as I can on these objectives because I got to survive the onslaught of fire that's going to come my way. And Luka was so kind to tell me that if I'm within rapid fire range, basically, of your weapons, that they get AP, the better AP on the
additional AP. So that's my Mephrid Dynasty trait.
But I guess you can always move into range to do that.
Yep.
And so maybe my strategy will be to move ahead and to just shoot you. I think that's it. Yeah. But at least I'm moving closer, and that's the main thing. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to stay back and shoot. I'll move forward and shoot.
Are you going to be disembarking?
No.
Okay. Just repulsors forward.
First things first, I'm going to disembark my intercessors and hold that objective right there. Now, done a lot of pre-measuring for your Wraiths and your, what are your guys?
Those are Immortals.
Immortals, okay. And they can advance and shoot because of their weapons, and then you can also advance and charge with a command point stratagem for your Wraiths. So I measured the maximum distances, and I can make it so I can be without threat range of your Wraiths, but I can't be without shoot range of your Immortals.
If they're advancing, they're not really that big of a threat.
You're -1 to hit, plus I'll gain the benefit of cover for that, so I'm not too concerned. Disembark wholly within 3, now moving the rest of their distance towards the objective. Repulsor will move up. Go
for objective there.
Yeah, be within 3 of that objective. I'm gonna move this repulsor on this side, have my finger there because that's 18, and I'll be just a little bit back from that. Reason why is I don't want you to get your extra AP on those weapons from those 20 warriors.
Necron warriors.
And plus, you could probably advance up and hold that. If you just move normally, you can't hold this objective.
Yeah, I got to advance to go for it.
So you can forego your shooting to go for it, which is actually good. If you do that, then it's good for me next turn. So I think that I'm okay with that. My Capitan, I will move forward and advance him. Ooh, okay. And he will go right here and be within 6 of the repulsor, because that's what he wants to do for it. On second thought, Luka, I'm going to move up so that I'm within 3 of this objective, so I hold 4 objectives.
Ooh.
Yeah, still within 6 of my captain. You still can't see my captain.
Nope.
And I might as well make it harder for you, right? Because now I hold more objectives. So that kind of forces them forward to advance.
I was probably going to advance with them anyways. But also, I mean, even if I didn't want to, I have these scarabs that move 10, and they could get to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is my final position, Luka. I'm going back and forth a bit. I apologize for that. And you definitely won the fear game.
You know what? That's fine. I just wanted to play Necrons, man. Like this is I don't really. I'm not a huge fan of the janky rules right now on them. Like I'll explain later as it goes on. I just really wanted to play Necrons.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this is I'm within 18 of your warriors because I have some range that is only 18, so I might as well utilize it.
Fragstorm are 18.
Yeah, and I got 3 of them, so I might as well just be there because you do have your scarabs that could also go forward, advance, and hold that objective, and you'll have more models on it anyway. So there's actually no point in me being on that objective.
Right.
And double checking still within 6 of my captain. And then over here on this side, final position of everything, I got my lieutenant. I still had more wiggle room with the movement of this repulsor, so I pivoted him a bit. And then now my lieutenant is within 3 of him, so you can't target him. Plus, my repulsor benefits from his re-rolls for his wound rolls.
And you got your 3 objectives.
And I hold 3. Yeah, I hold 3 objectives. It was a bit of a... It took way longer than it should have for the simple movement phase, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like missing anything basic for fear of the Necrons and what they could do to me. All the shots of the onslaught Gatling cannons and the twin heavy bolters into your reanimator, and all the rest into the warriors in front because that's the only thing that they can reach with their range, including the heavy stubber. Hitting on 3s, I'm just going to combine the shots of the twin heavy bolters and the onslaught because it's all the same profile.
Same profile.
And I'm rerolling 1s because my captain's nearby. A good amount of 1s there. There's 6 1s, 7 1s. Wow.
Ooh.
Thank you, Captain.
Maybe thank you, Captain.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Captain.
Definitely thank you, Captain. You're toughness 5, so I'm 4s to wound you. It looks like it's fair. That's 9 wounds at -2 because of Devastator Doctrine.
5 up. He is dead on average, and there he goes, folks, dead.
It's exactly 6 wounds, isn't it?
Got him. Yeah, he's only got 6 wounds. He's not a good.
Okay.
So, but I figured he's new, so whatever. He kind of fits the bill. Now, the janky rule that I was talking about was that reanimation protocols, as of recording this video, still trigger at the beginning of your turn, which is before the command phase, technically. And his ability, which enhances reanimation protocols by 1, you choose a unit in your command phase. So they would have already rolled their reanimation protocols, and then you increase it by 1, so it would work for next turn. It doesn't work on the first turn. Obviously, I suspect they will make the reanimation protocols in the command phase as well as living metal, but as of right now, he's kind of weird.
And to be honest, I think I would be okay if you just included it in the command phase, even though it doesn't say exactly.
I know.
If he was still alive, like, let's play it that way.
Yeah, for the most part, I would agree, but then like different people have different opinions. Like rules is written like strict out of the book as of right now.
Yeah. We just house rule that, but he's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. Rolling for the Fragstorm grenade launchers, you have more than 11.
Oh, I
or
do.
11 or more, rather.
And there are blast weapons now. Check the back of the book if you don't believe us. They're quite good. That's why they're two more points than Stormbolter.
That's 18 shots.
Yes, that's maximum shots.
And so hitting on 3s and re-rolling 1s for the captain nearby. And I got 3 1s in there.
My poor war. Hey, at least there's not much AP on these as of right now.
Yeah. 4s to wound them. Ooh, that's a good roll. 10 wounds in total.
Yeah, so 10 wounds in total. These two will benefit from cover. So I'm going to allocate the wounds to them until they die. They're going to have 3-up saves. Okay. That helps negate a couple. Okay, so one of them is dead, and then I have to do these, unfortunately, one at a time, because now with the rules of cover, they're all dead. Now I can just do 4-ups, because you can draw straight lines to the rest of all the other models' bases without going over another obstacle that they're within 3 of. 4-ups! Oh, wait. I have a random amount of dice. Only 4 more?
Yeah, because I got 10 wounds and you rolled 6.
Okay, rolled 6, yeah, I did. 4s! 2 more die. Oh, let's take them over here.
2 Crackstorm, it's only 1 shot each. Hitting on 3s, 1 hit. Wounding you on that, definitely.
That's AP1, I have no cover, so 5-up. That's another dead Necron warrior, we'll take you.
Icarus, Iron Hail, Heavy Stubber, I gotta subtract 1 from the roll because you do not fly.
My feet are on the ground. Doesn't matter.
All hits.
And 1 wound.
This is -2.
6-up! We are not okay. That is another dead Necron warrior.
Now for this repulsor, I'm going to target all the shots that are in range, which are the Onslaughts and the Twin Heavy Bolter, plus the Icarus Iron Hail Heavy Stubber. Everything into the Immortals, because you got a crap ton of shots with those guys. They just seem a little too dangerous for my liking. You only got 10 there, so this is a good chance of wiping them out. Hitting you on 3s. The combining shots of the Twin Heavy Bolters plus the Onslaughts. Not re-rolling this time. Now wounding you on 3s, re-rolling 1s because my lieutenant is nearby. Nice, that's 4 re-rolls.
3 more wounds.
15 wounds with those. I'm actually going to just throw in the stubber shots because it's the same AP.
Yeah.
So hitting you on 3s.
4s because it's -1.
Oh, 4s, yeah, because you're
on the ground.
On the ground. And wounding you on 4s. That's 2 wounds.
So 17 in total. I have a 2-up save, so I go to a 4-up. Because they're all in cover. So that's going to be, oh boy, 5 dead. 6, 7. Yeah, you got him. Bam. That was a fail. So I'm going to command point one of these failed saves to make it so I can at least have 1 model left so they can potentially reanimate. Command point reroll. We're good. 1 immortal lives so far. I'm going to keep just that 1 immortal alive, the one near the Cryptex. All of these guys get gunned down by the barrage of heavy weapons.
But since one's alive, they might come back.
They could, yeah. I roll for every dead guy.
For these intercessors, there's actually 3 that are in range of their guns to shoot that 1 immortal. I'm going to spend 2 command points.
And we're both down to 8 now.
To make them rapid fire.
Rapid.
Or to make it so they shoot twice.
Yeah, their guns become rapid fire too.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know it's a lot of command points, but still, I don't want 6 guys coming back and then all that's for nothing.
Right.
So here it is. Hitting on 3s.
Extreme overkill, that's what you want to do. 4 hits.
Statistical.
It's average, 4s to wound.
And 4s to wound.
1. Do you command point one of those, or you're just going to let me do my save?
I will command point one of these, Luka.
3 command points to take out these immortals.
Oh. That's not a wound.
That's not, but I still have to get through the save part, so I do have cover. Huh.
Oh!
Yeah, I've already used my reroll, he's dead.
Oh. Is it worth the 3?
Oh, 100%.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for my turn. Man.
That's Space Marines for you.
That is Space Marines, but still nerve-wracking because they could all come back.
No, none of those are coming back.
Not now. No. But it was all on you. Yeah, I still wasn't very good, even though I had 6 shots on you. But I must say, satisfied with the turn. I'm feeling a little bit more confident. Because here's the thing, you see what's happening.
I already know how this game's gonna play out.
I don't. It's all new. It's uncharted territory. I'm looking at that pile of metal, and I think that it's sharp and spiky, and I'm gonna die from it. So that's what I see when I see that.
Then you must kill with extreme prejudice.
Exactly.
Yes. So, before my command phase, I have to do my reanimation protocols. Because those immortals are dead, I don't actually roll for them, but I do get to roll for the Necron warriors. I'm missing 6 of them, and they get +1 because of the Master Technomancer ability here on Illuminor Szeras. And I get to roll 1s because they have a rule called We Are Legion, I believe. Oh, they all stand up but one. and if I had the reanimator, maybe they would have all stood up if the rules made sense.
That's why these guys are terrifying.
And then they're going to stand out front. Bam.
Yep, that makes sense, because you can place them within 3?
They have to be coherent of any that were remaining. So it's a big squad, so I have to make sure each one's within 2 inches of 2 other models. I'm just going to use this to help me get to the objective a little bit better.
Oh, dang. That actually helps you.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have shot at them.
Let me just make sure I'm within the 2 Necron tactics. That guy's going to go there because he's coherent of 2. Yep, that's pretty much it. So now we're in the command phase. I will go up to 9 command points. And I don't think I have actually anything to do. Typically, you do the Necron Overlord in the command phase. I didn't actually bring one in this list. So it's right on the movement. I'm going to start with the destroyers. We're going to advance. They move 6, but they do suffer the penalty for the pipe.
Oh,
so they move 8, sorry. They actually just move 7 because of the advance. So we're just going to go 7 in a straight line. I'm going to command point that one because I do want to go for the objective. So re-rolling.
Oh.
Rip. I didn't need to command point that because I had another squad nearby. So 7 is going to take them to right there. So we're going to have you. We're obviously more than 3 away from the objective. And I'm down to 8 command points, I believe.
Yeah, you just got another one.
Next destroyer squad is going to go ahead and advance as well. They move 8 plus 2. So they go 8 because they're going to go over that. And that is too far away as well. Don't have to worry about that. It's going to go up to that little line there. Then probably not going to be able to fit him down there. Okay, we're going to say you can't stand on top of them, but that's something like that's all right. We're going to end there, and then we're going to advance the Destroyer Lord. he goes 7.
Jeez.
No, he's just going to go, unfortunately, there.
Because it's unstable, you can't land on top.
You can't quite land on top of it. So that is it for that. Now, these guys, even though I took the max on their reanimation protocol distance, they're still not within 3 of the objective. They'd have to advance to get that. I'm going to opt to not do that. I'm just going to move them forward. I guess we'll keep you as a line, and then the rest are going to move forward as well. I'm going to use the Scarabs, I think, to attempt to get over there, even though I've been rolling nothing but 1s and 2s on my advances. So there's that. So they'll end up there. And then we're going to move... Well, he doesn't have anything else to mechanically... He's got a rule where at the end of the movement phase, I choose a squad of Immortals or Warriors, and I get to mechanically augment them.
And who is this?
That's Illuminor Szeras, and I get to increase a random characteristic on them, but now the Immortals are dead, so he's obviously just going to go in this direction.
Okay.
He's going to go his... yeah, we're going to go his... We're going to actually make room for him, because I've realized his base is rather large and awkward. I'm going to make room for him to go up in this direction, so he's going to go clatter all the way over here. The Crypto Thralls are going to... You know what? We're going to advance them. Why not? Right? Go, Crypto Thralls. They're going to go 4 extra. So they're going to end up there. And I'm going to go look up what their actual movement is because I can't remember. And it's 5. So I'm just going to go up and around a little bit. These guys are kind of cool. I like them. They're like what I would like Flayed Ones to be when it comes to fighting. The Royal Warden here is going to move to there.
Warden Royale.
Warden Royale. We are going to go ahead now and advance these Scarabs. They move 10 with fly, plus 2. Oh. Well, guess what, folks? Oh, they are within 15 of it. Okay, so they're okay. So they're just going to go their 12-inch move. And then that will clear over here. And I don't... what do I do with these guys? I could... make it so they can advance after this. I'm going to go double check one thing on the rays and then decide. So these rays, if I move, they go 12 there. Assuming I roll a 2 on the advance now. We'll say we move a 3. Total distance. Yeah, I'm going to... should I charge the Scarabs in?
I think I would spend a point for Overwatch in that case.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. I still would. I will. I'm going to... I can't remember what the stratagem's called. Let me look it up. I will spend a command point on adaptive subroutines on them and go down to 7. So they're allowed to charge or shoot or both, but they don't have guns, so it doesn't matter.
Allowed to charge even though they advance.
Right.
Okay. So you're doing that for your Scarabs, not your Wraiths.
Not the Wraiths. They're not going to make their charge. It's a little too far away. There's going to be pipes in the way because their ability doesn't work in the charge phase. The only thing that does typically avoid obstacles in the charge phase is anything with the fly keyword, so they do have fly, so I don't have to worry about it on them.
Got it.
For movement, though, we are going to go ahead and advance these raids, get them going. They move 12 with Wraith. There's that, too. They're going to go 14 inches, and they have Wraith form, so they ignore terrain and models when they move. We're just going to go get stuck on everything and go up to the pipe.
Those are some of the most spindly models.
Yeah, I don't typically like using them. I always...
It's a strong word.
Yeah, hate is a strong word, and it's an accurate word. The coils were like the best war gear option in 7th edition, but I never built that. I have 12 rays, never built the whip coils, can't stand the whip coils. They're dumb. They are so dumb. There we go.
Strong word. Dumb and hate. I hate this dumb thing on them.
Exactly. The last thing will be the Plasmancer over here. We're going to go shift in this direction. We're just going to do a huge army shift in this direction. He's going to advance an extra... Okay, well, he's only going to move 4 as he goes over the pipe. And I'm going to advance these little dudes
Does
here.
he only move 3?
Well, no, because it's -2 and I rolled a 1.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
So they move 10, but they actually move 8. So we're just going to have them end up over here. Just to protect him. They act as shields for him. And I want them near this, now that I think about it. And then at the end of the movement phase, we are going to do the action. What is it called? The mission secondary vital intelligence from the crypto thralls on this objective. I will gain, unfortunately, I couldn't run more than a 2 on the destroyers, so I can't get that objective. My goal was to get 3 points for my secondary this turn, and I'm only going to be getting 2.
I'm so mad, Luka.
Why?
Because I forgot to do it with my intercessors.
Wait, when you shot with them.
There's that too.
Yeah, I figured you didn't do it. I figured you didn't want to do it because you wanted to
It's a good
shoot.
trade-off.
Yeah, because you killed my immortals with
I
that.
didn't even think about it though.
Right. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. I figured
Yeah.
you wanted to shoot with everything.
Completely forgot about it. But I could have done it with him.
I guess, yeah, you know what? We'll say you did it with him. I forgot you just do it with literally him. He didn't do anything. Oh, I know his aura doesn't work. If you're doing an action, your character's auras don't work.
Exactly.
So he used his aura. Yeah, that's right.
Nothing. Nothing in my army. That's fine. That's okay.
Yeah. I guess because if his aura didn't work, then the immortals probably still would have lived as well.
Exactly, yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and also at the end of the movement phase, his mechanical augmentation is going to affect these warriors. I roll a D3 and I want anything but a 1 on a D3 because that's the worthless one. Okay, we got a 3. I don't remember what that is though. So he permanently increases their ballistic skill up to a 2+, and they can't be affected by that rule anymore. So it's either their toughness goes up, their ballistic skill goes up, or their strength goes up. I don't care about a strength 5 Necron warrior.
No.
And that is it for my movement phase. He's got nothing to do. He's got nothing. So he has a smite essentially. I choose the nearest visible within 18. No, there's no targets for that. And then they might take up to 3 mortal wounds. I roll 3 dice for every 4 up. That would have been 3. That would have been nice. But there's nothing in range, so I don't have to worry about it. And that was the Plasmancer. We're gonna go into shooting with Illuminor Szeras, though. He's got an Eldritch Lance. It actually lost a lot of range. I think it used to be like 60 to 72. It's only 18 now, but we're definitely in range. And we're gonna launch that bad boy at the repulsor. I just gotta go look at the profile though. I think it's 3 shots. It's actually only D3 shots, so let's see what we get. 3, very lucky.
That's what you want.
I don't know what his ballistic skill is. 3? They all hit. And these wound on 4s because your toughness 8.
Oh, Luka! Oh.
I don't even... Man, I was going to reroll one of those, maybe. I'm going to reroll 1.
Oh!
Boo!
Oh!
Rip.
Pain.
And then everything else pretty much advanced. Does the Crypto Thralls have their like little weird I-beam, which is a pistol shot, but they advanced, and so did the Skorpek Lord. So I'm going to see if his is an assault weapon. It is an assault weapon, but it's in range. Okay. So he's got assault 2d3, it's a blast, but we only have 1 target. So it's going to be 3 shots, hitting on 4s because he advanced. 1 hit, wounding on a 5. No wound. Necron Warriors are up next. Oh boy, we wound on 6s. We're just realizing this. Oh, whatever. It is what it is. So the 3 out front are in rapid fire range of the repulsor. The rest are not. So I have to do them separate because they are going to be AP 2. They're going to hit on 2s because they got the augmentation, and they wound on 6s. Nada.
Nada.
The rest of their shots on 2s. A couple misses. And 6s. 2 wounds at AP 1.
4 up save? We'll save.
You are A-okay. One more thing to fire is the Royal Warden. He's not doing the action, so he's free to fire. He will fire at the repulsor. He's got a Relic Gauss Blaster. 3s to hit. And we're done.
Jeez.
That is all she wrote, folks.
Wow.
But I do complete this action at the end of my turn, so I am going to gain 2 victory points. Feels good. I forgot to mention, at the end of Dave's last turn, not the end of it, but in the morale phase, the reason I didn't roll for the Necron Warriors is because of his Warlord trait. He's got Immortal Pride. Any Mephrit Necron unit nearby him, which everything else is immune to morale.
Okay.
That's why I didn't roll it.
You also get 2 points for engaging all fronts.
I don't think I was able to accomplish that because these guys are not completely...
Do they have to be wholly within?
They have to be wholly within.
Oh.
That's why that 2 I declared was such a good roll. That's, once I rolled that 2, I'm like, okay, I'm not getting that. And it's just a sad existence in general.
Sad existence.
Let's see, what do we got here? 36? Yeah, no, they failed. I think it's like 1 or 2 guys failing that.
Yeah. You would have needed to roll another 2.
Yes. Before I actually end my turn, I should probably remember the fact that I wanted to charge with those Necron Scarabs there.
Go ahead and do it, that's fine.
We're going to declare the Repulsor as a charge target. The problem with that is it's got like a rule called Repulsor Field. It doesn't really matter what it's called. It reduces my charge roll by 2.
By 2 inches, yeah. So that 7 would be a 9 now.
Yep, that is a 7-inch charge. Looking for a...
Wait. Ooh. I might want to overwatch.
Oh, yes. By all means, if you would like to overwatch.
How many wounds are you?
They're 4 wounds each and no save.
They're 4 wounds each?
Yeah.
But no save.
They have a 6-up armor save, but most of the heavy weapons will go through their save.
Okay. You know, I'm thinking that I should do it because it's a crap ton of shots.
It is a
and
lot of shots.
chances are something's going to happen.
You might be able to kill 1 or 2 of them.
Sure, I'll do it. 1 command point, Overwatch. I'll start with the Onslaught Cannons and the Twin Heavy Bolter plus the Stubber because I'm wounding you on 3s with all of it. So hitting on 6s, rerolling 1s for my captain nearby. Only 1 6 there.
Yeah, that's not quite the average. Oh, there's closer
Wow.
too, but you should have had 4. Actually, you should have probably had around 5.
Probably.
Because it would have been 4.5.
That's 1 wound.
Huzzah! Well, I'd take a damage.
1 damage. Wow, I'm kind of regretting this already. 3 frag storm, 3d6. You're not even 6 or more
No,
models.
I'm not. I only got the 5.
Okay, I'll take it. 11.
It's average.
Hitting on 6s. Rerolling those 1s.
Let's see. There you go. There's the closer to it.
So there's 2. And wounding you. That's just 1 wound.
6 up. That's the damage.
And to Crack Storm. Rerolling the 1.
All right. Couple damage to the Scarab there.
Was not worth it. I was expecting to kill like 2. Maybe 3.
9-inch charge. I do have fly, so I ignored the pipes -2 at least. Aha! Dang it.
8. You need
That
1
is
more.
close. You know what, guys? The problem here is this charge. I really wish I rolled higher on their advance too, because then 1 more on the advance would have got me that charge. If I don't charge it, it's free to shoot at my Necron Warriors. And I can also hit the front of it, which means the guys inside would have to disembark further away if they want to disembark. Me making this charge is a pretty big deal. So I'm going to go down to 5 command points and re-roll it.
Okay.
And hopefully... Hey, we got it!
Wow.
We got it.
Just made it.
Okay.
That helps out huge.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I have to make sure I stay near that objective, though, when I pile in, or else I don't get my... my 2 point... I can't believe I can get the other one. Disappointments! We're going to pile in.
Yep.
And we're going to do our swings. We're going to keep you about there, because that's going to be ½ inch of him. He's within ½ inch. You're going to come up this way. And you're going to boop. Should be all good. They hit on 4s. No re-rolling, but if I roll any 6s to hit, it's an automatic wound. This is their entropic strike rule. So that's 4 wounds. And then the rest I have to actually wound on 6s. 1 more wound. So they have 5 wounding hits.
3 up saves.
Oh, he takes 4. That's something.
Wow. Down to 12.
You get to retaliate.
I do.
Supposed to consolidate after that swing as well.
7 attacks because of shock assault, hitting you on 6s, re-rolling 1s.
Hey!
There you go, statistical so far.
And then 2 to wound.
2 to wound, that's a wound.
6 up. That's a 5. That's another wound. Now I technically score my 2 for the mission scenario. Them, mission vital assets. I can't remember what it's called, but I get 2 points because I got 2 objectives.
Yeah. Beginning of my turn 2, I hold 3 objectives. 1, 2, and 3. I actually hold at least 2, which means I get 5. 3 or more, I get another 5, and I do hold 1 more than Luka. Yeah, so that's a total of 15 victory points for that, which makes me happy. I'm glad I wasn't greedy and went forward and did stuff that I shouldn't have. I also gained another command point, bringing me back up to 8. So I've used a bunch of command points thus far, 3 so far, and I do have a Veritas Vitae. So Luka's being kind, he's allowing me to re-roll those.
You might be able to get no more than 1 back for the first battle round.
So on a 5 up, I get 1 back. I don't get 1 back because dice gods are like, Dave, you forgot.
This is what you get.
Remember now. My captain is going to move over here on this side because I want to be able to charge your destroyers.
Scorpack destroyers. Destroyers works.
Over on this side, I'm going to disembark my assault intercessors. Just to show off the movement phase, I just put everything on and then I'll describe it all afterwards. I move my repulsor up so that he is within 18 of those Necron warriors, still within 3 of my lieutenant. My lieutenant is still within 3 of the objective. My intention with those intercessors is to actually perform their action so that they get their secondary objective, which is performing the action, not doing anything else on the turn at the end of the movement phase, and getting a victory point per objective I control.
Data intercept.
And I get 1, 2, 3, 4 because my intercessors and my assault intercessors disembarked. And assault intercessors disembarking first, more than an inch away from those scarabs, fully within 3, and then out 6, close to those warriors because they are insurance policy. I'm going to leave my repulsor in combat with these scarabs because there's nothing more I could do. I can't shoot at anything else. Alternative is to move out, but not going to. And then I brought in my strategic reserves. Got my outriders right here. They have their 30-inch range to those Necron warriors, acting as an insurance policy to shoot them should my repulsor not finish them off. I have my eradicators, which have line of sight to your destroyers over there, and they can also reach your warriors should there still be some alive there, but most likely going to be targeting your destroyers because they get to shoot twice at them if they nominate to shoot them. So they'll be shooting them. Then I have both my aggressor squads over on the side.
Hey, we do.
And they'll be targeting their shots onto the destroyers as well. So let's see how this goes. This might go very well or very poorly. So we shall see. Into the shooting phase, tactical doctrine as well. I'm going to shoot the blast weapons, the frag and the crack, starting at shooting at these warriors right now.
I assume everything's going to fire at them?
Everything will.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s. That's
nice.
A very good roll.
It's maximum shots too because of my unit size.
That's correct. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s because I'm in range of the lieutenant. Getting another wound out of it for a total of 7. 2 crack grenades. It's 2 hits. And wounding 3s. 1 wound. So just so you guys know, we are combining all of the wounds because the AP is the same for everything.
Yeah, it's all AP1 across the board now.
So I'll just roll it all and then Luka can make a nice big giant dice roll. Heavy stubber, 3 shots.
On 4s.
Yeah, because you're not fly. I got 1 hit.
Nope.
And not a wound because you're toughness 4. Twin heavy bolter plus the onslaught cannons. Gatling cannons. 3s to wound, re-rolling 1s. Getting a couple 1s in there.
Oh boy.
But otherwise a very good roll.
2 fails? Yeah. And this is nice and easy. None of these guys are going to have cover from this angle of shooting. So, -1, 5 ups. So that saves some, but more importantly, many are dead. So 5, 10, 14 are dead.
14 out of the 19 that are there?
Yeah, so there's only 5 left.
Okay. Now for the outriders, shooting their bolters. Also at the warriors. Hitting on 3s.
Rapid firing because the bikes.
Oh yes. 4s to wound. Only 1.
What? What? All right. I have 1 guy in cover.
-1.
So -2 because of the assault or the tactical doctrine.
Oh yeah, and the gun is good.
So my guy in cover is dead. And that was it. All right, that was the only 1 wound.
Now for this repulsor, I'm going to do all of the shots that are not blast into the scarabs, and then all of the blast shots into the warriors. And in order for me to do that, I have to eliminate the scarabs with all the other shots. We'll do the twin heavy bolters and the onslaught cannons all together, hitting on 3s. Scratch that, it's actually 4s because it's shooting heavy weapons into combat. Wounding on 3s.
And no save against this. So that's just, we'll count up the wounds here.
5.
5. Well, that definitely kills 2 of the bases off. And then we still have the stubber to go.
3 shots with the stubber.
So this was actually hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, never mind. You get, because I got fly. Never mind, you actually hit on 3s again. You back to 3s.
And wounding you. That's 3 wounds.
That's going to bring 1 down to 1 wound. I guess you...
These guys are hard to get rid of.
They are kind of durable.
The rest of the shots are blasts and unfortunately cannot go into the warriors because I did not destroy the scarabs, which is fine. I'm okay with it. We got 10 shots from those intercessors into the Necron warriors, hitting on 3s. That's decent. I'll take it. Wounding on 4s.
Oh no, AP2.
5 wounds.
Well, they're not quite close enough for cover. I can't remember on this guy here. Oh, that guy's got cover.
One guy has cover?
One dude's got cover, so he's going to have... That's a fail. He's dead.
Okay.
And then the... How many was it? 5?
Yeah, 5 in total.
So I have 4 more to do. And they're dead. Yep, they're dead just. That's 3 fails.
Wow.
Space Marines!
Going over to this side, we got these 3 aggressors. I'm going to target this unit of destroyers because they're a little farther away.
Yeah.
So it makes more sense in case I don't finish them off and then my insurance policy captain can charge into combat. We got 18 shots with their Bolt Storm gauntlets, and then now my frag on top is 3d6 added on top of that.
I believe they're blasts, but my unit size doesn't really matter here.
8. I'm going to hold off the shooting on that for now and do my eradicators first because if you were to remove that one, then I can't see them at all. Their shots would be wasted.
Right.
So after double checking the line of sight from these eradicators into these destroyers, I actually can see all 3 because of the blades, which are huge and sticking out. So I'm just going to roll all their shots together.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
If I target the same unit, then I can fire twice at them.
Right.
Hitting on 3s with their Melta rifles, that's 5. And then wounding on 3s. That's 4.
These are AP 5 right now. So I'm going to allocate the wounds to this guy first, and then we're going to work our way back, because this guy's going to be in cover for anything else shooting at him.
Yeah, okay. First guy, getting a 3.
Oh, he's dead. Second guy.
2.
He's got 1 wound left and dead.
And then the last guy.
Who still doesn't get a save against this. Takes 1.
Takes 1. I'm going to spend a command point on the damage for that last one, because if I finish him off, it's nice and clean.
Yeah.
And then if I, with one of my aggressor squads, finishes off a destroyer unit, then I can actually,
yeah,
I can target that guy. So I'm hoping for a 3 or greater. And I go
oh, we got him. That's 1 squad of them eradicated.
Aggressor, squad number 1. I'll target those destroyers in front of me. I already rolled the number of hits. It was 8 in addition to the 18, so 26 shots. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the captain. Got a few 1s here, re-rolling them. Nice. Wounding you on 5s.
It's got AP though.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot.
Hey! Nice. That's definitely what the Blood Angels need. We're going to put the wounds on this guy first because he's going to have cover from the obstacle there. We're going to do 3 at a time because they have 3 wounds. And -1, so back to his 3 up. So he takes 1 damage. Now I got to do 2 at a time. I got to pick up that die I dropped as well. He's okay. And he's okay. Oh, he's got 1 health left. He's okay. And I got to do 1 more because I dropped a die. He's dead. Rip.
And now the rest of the guys don't have cover. Second unit will just do the same thing, fire at your destroyers.
And definitely no cover, yeah.
Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling 1s. Re-rolls. Nice. Wounding on 5s. That's also a decent roll. Jeez.
Oh, Space Marines!
12 this time, Luka. 11. That was a 4. So it's actually 11, the exact same as last time.
And these are 4-ups. So that is 1 dead. Oh boy, these rolls are night and day.
That's 2 dead.
And 2 dead. He got him.
Wow.
I don't need them anyways.
The last thing that I have that can fire is actually these assault intercessors, and I'm gonna target your crypto thralls. They're 2 wounds apiece.
Yep.
And I don't want you passing off wounds onto them. Or not pass off wounds, but make it so your cryptech can't be attacked. I'm gonna start with the supercharged plasma pistol on that sergeant. That hits.
Nice. 3 to wound.
What's your toughness?
5.
Okay.
They're tough boys. A 6-up save. That's a dead Crypto Thrall.
Nice. This one will throw a crack grenade. That's a hit. And 3 to wound. That's a wound.
4-up save. We'll make that one.
And then 3 heavy bolt pistol shots. Actually, they're 2 hits. And wounding you on
5s.
nothing. This captain has a heavy bolt pistol. I'm going to fire at your... What is he called again?
He's a Scorpack Destroyer, Scorpack Lord.
So hitting on a 2. Hits. And wounding on a 5, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're right. I will have cover, so back to my 3-up. We take a damage.
Boom! For the charge phase, I got my intercessors, which are going to charge your scarabs.
Yeah, they can't Overwatch.
Adding 1 to that because of Red Thirst.
Ooh.
Now for the assault intercessors.
Who are they charging?
Illuminor.
And the Crypto Thrall?
Is that his name? Illuminor?
He is the Illuminor. He's Illuminor. His name's Szeras.
Yeah, I'll charge both.
Oh yeah, well he's gonna spend a command point Overwatch because I don't really have a whole lot left I can do with these command points. So he's got D3 shots. Nice, 6 to hit. Nice, command point spent.
Okay, so I'll roll the charge, adding 1 to it. Getting a 5, and we're good. Actually means a 6. 21 attacks with my Astartes chain swords, hitting you on 3s. Wounding on 4s because of the Red Thirst.
AP1?
AP1, yeah. So we're at 10 wounds.
Well, he's hopefully, we'll say hopefully, going to live. He's got a 4-up save after the AP.
Oh!
That was an aggressive roll. I actually only take 3 damage. He's got 4 wounds left.
So we got 17 attacks from these intercessors into the scarabs because of the chainsword on the sergeant.
Yeah, the free non-Astartes chainsword as of right now.
Hitting at 3s. Wounding on 2s because of Red Thirst. And get a couple 2s in there.
6 up. No AP on their attacks. Well, that's going to go ahead and finish the one. I guess one guy's got 1 wound left. And that, yeah, they're all dead. They are dead. They get wiped. My scarabs. No. I can't get him. There he is.
Time for Luka to attack me back. I am going to spend 2 command points on transhuman physiology.
Whatever. I don't worry about that. I'm just going to roll another 4-ups. I'm going to attack with his Eldritch Lance now in melee, which is a lot better than it used to be. He hits on 3s. It's a good start. This is, what I expected. Now, wounding on 4s. Oh, nice. Look at
Okay.
that.
Transhuman wasn't even needed.
Minus 3 AP.
6-up saves.
Ooh, kills 2. 2 damage each. Stab, stab.
I probably shouldn't have done that.
The Crypto Thrall is up next. Now, he is near a Cryptek, so he has 6 attacks instead of 3, and his weapon skill goes up to 3 with his scythed limbs.
Statistical.
Very average, very happy.
4s instead of 3s, right?
Yeah, wounding on 3 is normally transhuman. Oh, look at that.
What's your AP?
Minus 1.
All right, it's 4-ups.
1 damage apiece.
Only 1 left. Oh, wait, only 1 dies.
Well, only 1 dies, yeah. I cut 1 down. Not bad. Take that. Then we're going to consolidate.
Nothing left. Morale phase. I'm going to roll leadership on those assault intercessors. Not looking for a 6.
Hey, 1's always good.
That is good. So that's the end of the round. End of my turn, rather. And for data intercept, the secondary objective, I perform that action, and I get a victory point per objective I control, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 4 victory points at the end of this turn for that.
No line breaker or assassinate yet.
Not yet. Not quite. I tried.
Oh, so I pretty much only have my 4 characters left. That is all I have left. And I got a couple Crypto Thralls, there to protect.
I got a couple.
Beginning of my turn, Living Metals are going to kick off. He's going to heal up to 5.
Ooh.
The Lord's going to go back up to full.
All that work.
I will say all that work did do stuff to the rest of my army. And funny enough, the Crypto Thralls are one of the only Necron units as of right now that both have Living Metal and reanimation protocols. So if I had any wounds on them, they'd heal it, and the other one might stand up. He does not. He would have stood up on a 4 at least, but unfortunately rolls a 1. Now I go into my command phase. I get a 5th command point, and I'm within range of 1 objective. Because we're playing Domination, I actually get 0 points in the second battle round. Ooh. Not a good game for the Necrons, I'll say that much. And also funny in the command phase, he's got an ability called adaptive strategy. I have to pick a Mephorit unit because it's a dynasty one, and they can fall back, shoot, and charge. I can't even pick Illuminor Szeras because he doesn't have the Mephorit keyword. So he's stuck in combat.
Because he's a new model.
Well, he never gets any keyword. He's independent.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So he wouldn't get the benefit from that rule no matter what. So we're going to start with the Destroyer Lord. Measuring from the back of his base. He's going to clear it over there. He only moves 6 because of the terrain there. But he's out for blood.
Oh, yes.
He's going to be killing.
I'm surprised he didn't move closer in this direction.
It's a harder charge that way, I think. Easier to go for that.
Oh, okay.
Because if he went over there, he'd probably end up about here.
Yeah.
So really, not really that feasible. Plus, there's a scary captain over there. So
That's exactly why.
I'd rather go this way, you know. Let's go mulch them up and have a good time.
You don't want to see this fight between the captain, though?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, yeah, it's all good. All good. These guys are going to go ahead and move and go mulch up some Primaris. I could go for the Repulsor, but it's not really going to stop too much of its shooting. And these guys are only going to do about, like, if I'm lucky, 8 damage to it. And that's if I'm lucky. Otherwise, it'd be like 4 to 6.
Did you say 8 damage?
If I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot. Crypto Thralls, gonna move up over here. Blam, and then we're gonna move this dude up as well. And then the Royal Warden, he's just gonna stay where he is for the most part. I mean, I kind of want, like, it is important. No, he's just gonna move forward. I don't care about the objectives anymore. we're here just to kill stuff now. Going with the Plasmancer now at the end of the movement phase. He's got the Harbinger of Destruction. It's pretty much Smite. It is going to be targeting them because they are the nearest visible. Every 4 ups a mortal wound. I kill 1 of them. 2 mortal wounds. He zaps them. It is now time to shoot's gun. Well, he can't fire. They don't have any guns over there. So the Royal Warden is going to go ahead and rapid fire into the Primaris Intercessors across the pipe there. And I believe 1 of them is probably going to have cover, if not 2 of them. But we can figure that out in a minute here. He's got 4 shots because he's rapid firing. 2 hits and wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
So you're within half range, so you get another better AP, but I am within 3 inches with 2 of my guys of that pipe, so that negates that. So in the end, I need a 5 up.
Right. I kill 1 of them, 1 of those 2. Him.
2 damage?
2 damage. It is a good gun. I like Plasmancer's Plasmic Lance is going to go ahead and fire into... we're going to go into the tank.
Okay.
The Repulsor. Yeah, the Repulsor. Even though it's a little bit better at killing the Primaris dudes right now, I'm going to try and charge them. D3 shots. It's going to be 3. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, never mind. Now it's bad. 5 to wound. Aha!
-3.
2 damage.
Down to 10.
Take that. Crypto Thrall here. Both of them. The unit. The Scouring Eyes, which are pistols. Pistol 2 into the Primaris Marines over there. And they get +1. Their BS is 3+ now because they're near Cryptex. They all hit. Ooh, nice. They would have hit even without that. And 3s to wound. AP 2.
Gonna roll this 2 at a time, starting with that guy right there because he benefits from cover. So 4 up save on him. All right, 1 at a time. All right, so he's dead, and then now this guy
5 up
on him. So he's wounded once.
Now that Crypto Thrall is going to shoot at them. Same thing, hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. These are not in half range, so they're only AP 2. So 1 wound. 1 damage. 1 damage.
On second thought, I'm gonna put the wounds on him
because they're out of coherency.
Otherwise, they'd be out of coherency, and then 1 guy would automatically die, and that makes no sense.
My Destroyer now is going to fire at him with his plasmic thingy. I can't remember. It's a weird name. I was way off. The Enmitic Annihilator. 4 shots. 2 hits. Well, he rolls. He's the Destroyer. He rolls 1s. That's right. They all hit. And that's 3 wounds. -2 or -1?
3 wounds? How's
4
that?
wounds. It's 4 wounds. Sorry, 4
Yeah.
wounds. -1.
Okay. They're out in the open, so 4 up saves on them.
All right, wound 1.
Is that 1 damage?
Just 1. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Easy.
that is it for shooting. It's charge time.
Charge o'clock.
All of these guys are going to charge him. We're going to start with him. He charges. Haha! Crypto Thralls. Ah, they're in. Ah. Go there. And then the other Crypto Thrall. He's in. Yeah. And then Destroyer Lord.
Nah, I'm not gonna.
I assume you're not going to Overwatch. He's probably an 8. How about a command point reroll? Come on, be cool. Ooh. Ooh.
All right,
Is he with it?
Yeah, you got it. Oh, yeah, you got it.
Oh boy.
Corn wants it.
In it to win it. We're about here, actually.
Okay.
Then the raids over here are going to declare a charge against them. I assume no Overwatch?
Nope.
Bam!
5.
5. Good enough. Scared I am because I've already re-rolled. 5 will take it to about there on the other guy. And we'll just go ahead and fight first over here with them. We'll go ahead and pile in, get a wee bit closer, and get a few more guys in there and fighting. I think just you. We'll tuck you in backwards, and then this guy can't fight, but this guy over here can. 15 attacks on 3s. Nice. That's a little bit below, but whatever. It's all good. 3s to wound. Not bad. AP 2, so 6 wounds.
2 damage apiece. I got to save a couple of these in order to survive.
5 ups.
3.
Oh, wow, only 2 die.
Nope, 3.
Oh, 3 do die. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I did 6 wounds. That's right. I assume we want to keep the sergeant.
Yeah. The
And-
2 that are closest to the objective. That makes the most sense. Boom.
And then we'll go ahead over here. We'll let, I guess we'll just do the 2-man squad of Crypto Thralls attacking, because why not? They're the most likely to do it. They have 12 attacks.
And then you're damaged 2 apiece?
No, it's damage 1, but they're AP 1. They hit on 3s. Oh, wow.
Wow.
A near perfect roll. And these wound on 3s. Also a good follow-up roll. That's 5, 9 wounds.
AP 1, 4 up. Stranger Things, man.
Got him.
He did.
And then I'm not going to really concern myself with consolidating too much. He's up next. I mean, I could pile in, wipe them out, and go into the tank. But you know what? Let's just wipe them out here. We hit on 3s. We're going to use the big, nasty Reaper Blade. It is called a Hyperphase Harvester. It's -1 to hit, so the 2 doesn't hit. And then these are strength 8, so 2s to wound. 3 wounds at -3. And that's 3 damage a swing, so it does kill the 2.
Boom,
Got
boom.
him. And with that, Illuminor is going to give the signal for everything to pull back. We've cleared up the threats that were nearby, and if we have the means to teleport out, we will. But everything is going to evade and leave the battlefield. In fact, he even he even told the Necron warrior squad that was going to be coming from strategic reserves, it would turn out that part of the battlefield, because this isn't just the battlefield, it's a large encompassing thing, we're losing drastically here. The narrative, the timeline here, instead of actually winning this fight, we're losing horribly and we need support. But hopefully we're doing well in other parts of the battlefield. But for this one, we're definitely conceding.
So that is epic air handshake.
Epic air handshake there. Like my score is, I had an awful turn 1. I failed runs, and then because I was going second, and because the nature of the Space Marines, the Blood Angels, they got to go first as well. A lot of this came down to, we'll be honest, it's like Dave's list was much better than mine. Like this was a motley crew of Necrons, and I wanted to specifically run good stuff. I've already run good Necron lists recently for 9th edition, and it's like, Doomsday Arcs, Tomb Blaze Destroyers, all that stuff, and like I don't want to run that again. You've already seen that. I want to try out some of the new models, and in this one matchup, I suspect that 20-man warrior blobs are still not going to be good. Sorry, any veterans, myself included. I want them to work, but against any Space Marine list, as you could see, they have more than enough firepower to take them out, like without even a shadow of doubt. Like you even had extra firepower in case you needed it to go into those warriors to finish them. The 20-man blob that was there.
Yeah.
Like ideally with a list like this, if you're going to use Illuminor, you want to run lots of Immortals, lots of Warriors. I just wanted to try out one 20-man squad. Ideally, like I know if I had to, it might convince my opponent to split fire a little bit more, but I had like the Immortals over here who got 1 shot, and then they got 1 shot. And then you got to imagine anything I had left would have been whittled away. I don't have enough units to compete in a domination style Eternal War mission, where I have to hold at least 2 objectives.
Yeah, because look in the next round, I hold 3 because
it's
I'll
another,
spend 2 points there, so they auto pass their morale.
Like without a doubt, right? Like
And then that'd be another 15 points.
That's an easy 15. Whereas I didn't get any. I haven't gotten any points for my primaries, and there's no way I'm going to be getting up on the push up there, because you still have. There's nothing in that repulsor, but this repulsor still has 5 intercessors, or sorry, assault intercessors.
Assault
in it.
intercessors, yeah.
Now I know I have my Necron warriors in reserve. They could have shown up, and like realistically, if they showed up, they would have gone. The only place I could have really put them is over here, and they could have shot into them before I charged with my raids. And that wouldn't have really accomplished me too much. I would have been here, not rapid firing, 10 shots, maybe killed 1 or 2 of them. Maybe 1 would have lived, and then Dave again could just insane bravery them, and they stick around. I can't show up on turn 2. I can't show up on Dave's table edge, or nor can I show up anywhere in his deployment zone. So I guess I technically, I would have had to be way over here.
Yeah, that would have been the best spot for sure.
That would have, because I can't show up over there. There's no point in showing up on my side of the table.
No, that doesn't help you at all.
Unless I wanted to show up like right here, I guess.
That would help you the most because of the objective.
Yeah, it's either like right here or right here. It's essentially this like corner over here. I could have done that, but that's just more dice to roll to kill them off. We already know what the outcome of this game is going to be. Granted, these wraiths could be durable, but they're not going to carry me throughout this game. And if you look at Dave's list, it's not very high AP, high damage. It's lots of shot that's strength 5 or 4, which is ideal for killing Canoptic wraiths.
And I was actually contemplating beforehand, like, do I focus on them? Do I take them out?
No, there's no reason
There's a
to.
3-up invuln save on them.
Yeah, exactly. They're the last thing you target, because all they do is they're a distraction, right? They make you waste shots when you have more efficient targets elsewhere.
Yeah.
So like my Necron warriors and like all that good stuff.
Something that I would add to my own army afterwards is more eliminators for sure.
Oh, yeah, you want 3 squads of 3, like without a, like if you're trying to play, Space Marines are already really good. So if you're trying to play them at an even higher level, Eradicators are kind of a fan favorite right now. 3x3 is looking what people are going to be running for them. I mean, that's the early look at it, right? Because we don't know what a new Space Marine book might look like.
Yeah.
If it's to be, and we all know Space Marines are probably going to get another reprint codex soon.
And I didn't really see how the captain did.
Yeah, he's all right. He's kind of a weird captain right now because of they did recommend saying they currently use his relic shield, which gives him a 2-up save and a 4-up invuln. But then they say, make sure you stick the Indomitus stuff in a vacuum and only play inside of the Indomitus stuff, which I'm obviously breaking as well by bringing Indomitus box models in my Necron game. I mostly just wanted to try out running a bunch of new Indomitus stuff and trying out Illuminor Szeras. And on paper, he's not really that great. And in game, he's like really not that great. His gun is awesome though. His Eldritch Lance is like D3 strength 8 -4 D6 damage shots. That can be huge. He's not very expensive for that kind of gun. And what else? And all the other stuff he offers as well. Like in a perfect world, I'd love to see what a Necron, like an old school Necron list would look like. But instead of Ghost Arcs, you have the Canoptic Reanimators instead, which is like the tall guy that I lost right away. Mm-hmm. And I'll definitely try that out once a Necron Codex comes out and the rules are a lot more clear and concise, mm-hmm. and you don't have to guess at how things might work.
Yeah.
And then that you could have 3 squads of 20 Necron warriors, all with 3-up reanimation protocols, rerolling ones as well. Like that's
huge.
Could be powerful, assuming your opponent doesn't have the firepower to take them out. And not all the armies in the game have access to that, but Space Marines typically do, and Space Marines are super hot stuff right now.
So on that note, thank you very much, guys, for tuning into this battle report.
Yes.
Stay tuned for more in the future. Leave your comments down below. Let us know what you would like to see, what other armies you'd like to see represented, and what other list variations and thoughts on this battle and everything. We read the comments. We like to dive into them and dissect them. And thanks again for your support, and happy wargaming.
Toodles!
Thanks so much for watching that battle report. Make sure you go to the MiniWarGaming Vault right now and watch Josh and myself, Matthew, play Tau versus Imperial Knights. That's right, I'm trying out Tau in 9th edition with the Storm Surge and see how it all works out. And Josh is playing with his big old knights again with some armatures and other fun stuff. So click the link below to go and watch it right now. If you're not already a Vault member, you can click the link and get a free 7-day trial, get instant access to this battle report and tons of other 9th edition coverage. And of course, our Vault members are what allow us to do all of this, so thank you so much for your support. Happy wargaming!